Hey, it's Camo for Nashville Access, Facebook Live, and we're doing something a little bit different today. We're in a boardroom in one of the cool publicity agencies, Aristo Media, here down on Music Row, and we're talking to Ana Cristina Cash. I had to hold that up because we don't get the credits or subtitles, so
Right.
there, we can hold it there so people know.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for doing
Thank you
this.
so much. This is a lot of fun. Great to talk to you today. And
Well, you're kind of a newcomer to the country music scene, and you've kind of come at things a different way, haven't you? You're from Florida?
Yes, I'm from Miami, Florida, and the first record deal I got was in the Spanish language when I was 15 years old. So I was singing Latin music earlier on. My parents are from Cuba. Originally, they're Cuban immigrants that migrated in the 1960s.
Cool.
So I grew up speaking English and Spanish at the same time at home. So to my grandmas or my abuelas, I'd speak Spanish. And then, to my sisters, they'd speak English all day, and my parents would speak Spanglish. So,
and I can butcher both languages. I can't speak either one very well.
So it's kind of like a mix. And then, as I started songwriting, I started getting into writing different genres of music. I was really inspired by the Beatles' writing. I also always listened to country music radio as a child. Something a lot of people don't know. I admire a lot of country voices, a lot of country music songs that tell great stories. And as I started writing, I really started fusing like pop rock, and then later writing songs in English and Spanish, and then R&B, kind of experiment with everything in blues. But then I got to writing some country music and blues as a fusion and Americana music, and I just really enjoyed writing and singing in this genre.
It's neat because I've heard a few cuts from your EP that's coming out soon, and you do have all of that stuff is there, but it's a really rootsy EP.
Thank you.
The first single, Tough Love Woman.
Tough Love Woman,
Yeah.
yes. That's a song I wrote with Sean Camp.
Yeah.
We collaborated on that together, and it's a lot of fun. It has like a retro, almost like rockabilly kind of vibe.
Yeah, but really soulful. Really
soulful,
yeah.
kind of like in your face. It's about empowerment, really, and standing up for yourself. And that's a message that I'm kind of trying to get across with the Tough Love EP. We kind of named it the Tough Love EP because of the song Tough Love Woman.
Cool.
So
now, what really stood out is you've covered Seminole Wind, the old John Anderson song.
Yes.
That's like an iconic song. What made you decide to say, I'm going to do this? Because those are big shoes to fill with that song.
Very big shoes to fill, and I love John Anderson. And I was listening to the song. My husband, John Carter Cash, is the producer of the Tough Love EP. He brought it to my attention. He's like, well, you're from Florida too, so you should listen to this song. I'm like, wow, this is such a beautiful, haunting melody, and I was just in love with the words, and his John Anderson's writing was very prolific. Yeah. I'm like, this is really deep stuff, and it's something that I could relate to being a Floridian. And I've visited Seminole territory several times in my life. I'm like, I really would like to cut this in just my own way, see what happens. And it was just a lot of fun to do, and it was almost like a spiritual process, because we had Bill Miller, a good friend of my husband and mine. He's Grammy award-winning Native American artist, and he played the Native American flute on it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
you've really brought your own feel to it, but it's still that. I mean, that's just such a cool song to pick. It's really neat. You've done a really good job on it. It's hard when you pick an iconic song. It's kind of either you're going to be the hero or the clown. And,
right.
And I've heard a lot of clowns, but
I'm glad you like it.
no, you really come out doing well on it. It's nice. So an EP to start out and kind of introduce yourself to people?
Yeah, so this is it's the Tough Love EP, so it's the precursor to the full-length album, which I'm still working on. We've got the majority of those songs finished already, and all of the songs that are in the EP will be included in the album as well. Okay. But there will be definitely more to come. So.
Something that's unique about you, I've been reading about, is your range, your vocal range. Apparently, you have this, and I forget the name of it, whistle register?
Whistle register, yeah. So it's it's a high falsetto that I do after really warming up.
Yeah, I won't make you do it.
But it's something I just practice. I mean, just with the keys on the piano, I'm like, let me just see how far I could go one day without hurting my voice, because I was trained in using my diaphragm as a kid. Like, I was always afraid, pushing too hard, and so I really studied voice. So I never pushed myself to the point where I could hurt myself. But I realized that I could sing pretty low for a female, and then I could go pretty high. So it just comes in handy when I need to do background vocals too, and just like different things, like, even for other projects that I've been involved in. So.
Sweet. Well, let's hear a song.
Sure. Yeah. This is Tough Love Woman.
Cool.
Okay.
And you brought a special guest on guitar?
This is Mr. Dave Dager on guitar.
Hey everybody.
Joining me.
Camo. Alright, let's give it a go.
Not the kind of girl's gonna waste my time stepping out trying to make you mine. If you want me, baby, show me now. I need a full-grown man who won't back down, 'cause I'm a tough love woman. I can chase you around town in my high heel shoes like a puppy dog. Cry the blues, wipe around the tears. What's the use? You're all tired and no do. I'm just about done with waiting around while you hang out in every bar in town, drinking with the boys that rock the booze. You think you're winning, but you're about to lose. This tough love woman. Don't keep thinking you can string me along. Go ahead, won't be long before I'm gone. You think you're right, you're so wrong. I'm gonna break your heart if this keeps on. I'm not the kind of girl who wastes my time. It's enough to you, trying to make you mine. Your game's about to end in a world of pain. I'm gonna wreck your life like a hurricane, 'cause I'm a tough love woman. I'm a tough love woman. I'm a tough love woman.
Very nice.
Thank you so
Very
much.
nice. How has the response been so far to the song?
Well, it's been positive. It's been cool. A lot
Yeah.
of people say they like to jam to in their,
Cool.
cars and everything. It's being released on March 14th, really, but for the
CRS and-
CRS and everything, it's
Mm.
people say positive things, so I'm grateful.
Nashville's a different environment than Florida.
Sure is, yeah. But I love this community so much. It's been such a blessing to me in my life. It's just like the greatest music community ever, in the sense that everyone really has respect for the musicianship, and there's so many collaborators, and like people really respect the instrumentalist, which is what I really like also. It's not just the person in front, really. Like, the musicians here gain a reputation, and I think that's just a different way of the way, just how things are. So I appreciate Nashville so much.
How was your first CRS? Because that's a whole nother ball game compared to
So
everything
much
else.
fun. It was wonderful. Everybody just is there together for the same common purpose. Like we all love music, and everybody was just really excited to be there and meet people and, just talk about music, which was wonderful. So I was really happy during CRS.
Your music is really, everybody says roots, and to me, when people talk about roots and this kind of music, it's country music. It's and our country radio stations that you were talking to, are they really receptive to what you're doing?
Everyone's been very kind, to be very honest and forward with you. Like, everyone's just been very supportive and sweet. So it's been nice.
What are the plans for 2017? You've got the album, the first EP release, then the album release.
Yes, EP release and then the album release, and then just performing around town, booking shows around the U.S. and just really continuing to perform these songs and make them known. And it's really special to me to finally get this out. We've been working on it for the past few years, and also working on a Christmas album later.
Sweet.
So
you'll be doing that probably around August when it's when it's hot.
Yeah. It's funny. I started a while ago, and I did record it in August,
Yeah.
to start with. But I've been focusing on this, And we decorated the Cash Cabin studio where I recorded the EP like all Christmas, and people were like sweating in August, and like, and then other people would come to record, and they'd be like, "Why is this all here? We don't understand."
Why are there ugly sweaters around?
Yeah.
You want to do another song for us?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do Seminole Wind.
Sweet.
Ever since the days of old, men would search for wealth untold. They'd dig for silver and for gold, and leave the empty holes. And way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass waves, the eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminole. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligators and the bar. Progress came and took its toll, and in the name of flood control, they made their plans and they drained the land. Now the glades are going dry. And the last time I walked in the swamp, I sat upon a cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminole, the alligators and the bar. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. In the land of the Seminole.
Very nice. Now you killed that.
Thank you so much.
Really nice. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
And people can find us on YouTube and everything else next week.
Wonderful.
It's Ana Cristina Cash. The Tough Love EP comes out March
March the 14th.
March 14th.
Yes.
Get it, buy it. It's okay if you stream it just to discover it, but then go out and buy it. That's how they make money. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
See you later.
See you later.